Well, welcome back to the program, and I'm so thankful that you're joining us. I appreciate it more than I can express to you, especially today, because today we're going to talk about a part of the ministry that is so special to me and so important in our community. And the two ladies that lead our New Dawn ministry are just priceless. And the testimonies that they have and their heart for the Lord and for women who have experienced an abortion is such an incredible blessing to the women that they serve and to the ministry of Hope Choice. So today you have the privilege of hearing from Dana Ward and Christy Smth, who are just incredible, incredible women of faith. And I love them both. I'm so honored that I get to serve with them. Dana thought she needed a tissue, but it was me really that did it. I have trouble putting words around what Hope Choice and what New Dawn means in my life. But there are very few people outside of my family who was a part of my life way back when it was a complete disaster, who is still very much a part of my life today. But Christy is one of those. And that might be why I'm so emotional. Or I might need to come back for some further ministry from the two of you. Who knows? It's one of those two things. But New Dawn is a ministry that really gets to the root and to the heart of our relationships with Jesus, actually. And so it is powerful and it is holy ground. And so today we're going to talk about New Dawn and how it impacts people, but also how it has impacted us. So we're going to start with you guys just introducing our listeners to you and your family and maybe what brought you to Hope Choice. So whichever one of you would like to go first.
You better.
Okay.
Tag her it, Christy.
Okay. Well, I'm Christy Smth, and it's such an honor to be here. And, the way the Lord has just circled us back together and just the mess that we were in and now the message that we get to give together is incredible of his goodness and faithfulness.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just showed up in my life over and over again through this healing. I am married. I've been married for 13 years. 13 going on 23. That's a whole nother podcast.
To Pastor Brandon.
To Pastor Brandon Smith, amazing man with a heart for people as well and healing others. We have 2 incredible children and, most importantly, 3 beautiful grandboys that are awesome. We love chasing them around.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm a hairstylist. I say my ministry, my chair is my ministry. Just love getting to pour into women as they sit in my chair. Currently going through some coaching curriculum for trauma informed that will just help me even deeper level with these women through surrendering the secret.
Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. So good. Dana.
Okay, I'm Dana Ward, and I'm married. We've been married, will be 43 years this year. Oh, wow. And we have a marriage story, too. That was where we thought our ministry was. It still is. We do it at church and in our home. But there was that secret that I was hiding about an abortion. And so, but now a bigger ministry in my life is New Dawn. We have 2 kids, and we have 6 grandkids. And we love our grandkids, too. They're fun. They're just fun. And but that's pretty much who I am.
I love it. I love it. Okay, well, let's get right down to it here. One thing about Hope Choice that's interesting to me, because everybody in my life knows about Hope Choice, but there are a lot of people that don't. And I think people have misconceptions about what Hope Choice does or does not do. So is there one thing about either Hope Choice or New Dawn that you wish people knew that you think maybe they don't know?
You know, as I was thinking about that, I thought a lot of people know my connection with Hope Choice is New Dawn. Mm-hmm. That it's a pregnancy center, and my role in that is helping women heal from abortion. Mm-hmm. And that is no secret to anyone that is close to me. But as I thought about what Hope Choice is, man, so much more than just a pregnancy center of what we thought about. And so I thought of it as a ministry that sees people, not problems.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. I've seen Hope Choice tend to the hearts of the elderly all the way down to babies. We know, in the womb, before they're in the womb, but even just the need for the community, meeting people where they're at. If there's a need that needs to be met and they have the resource to do it, they are going to do it.
That's right.
With boldness and courage in the community for whatever that need is.
That is right. That is right. And the way that you describe that is exactly how we describe a woman who's here for a pregnancy test. And she sees that positive pregnancy test as a problem. And our calling is to show her that it's a person. Right. And the whole gamut, just like you said, every situation, it is about people and relationship and introducing them to Jesus. So very good. I agree. I wish people knew that too.
Well, and my thought was they're servants. Like, I don't know one person at Hope Choice that is not a servant. And it doesn't matter your past, your present, your race, your religion, your financial status. It does not matter. Everyone's treated as a person, and there's no prejudice whatsoever for who comes in the door. And that's a big thing that I've learned since serving here.
Oh, that's true.
That anyone can walk in the doors.
That's right. And be loved.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so describe for us your role here at Hope Choice in the area that you serve in. So maybe tell us kind of what brought you here, and then tell us about what you do.
Well, like I said, I had an abortion in my past, and I kept seeing the New Dawn thing come up in Facebook. And it was just a time in society that was getting me anxious about my past. And I finally had the courage from my husband and my best friend to reach out. And that's what's brought me to Hope Choice. I had no idea really what Hope Choice was. I've been amazed since I got here. But that's what I do is co-lead New Dawn with Christy. And then I also serve at MediPark, meeting with clients and then helping with the benevolence room. That's my role here.
What would you say, because we all three have had abortions, and we all made a decision at some point to come and attend New Dawn. And so we all know that when you first start hearing about New Dawn and you're seeing this class, you do not want to come. I mean, it is like, I do not want to know about that. I don't want to hear about that. I'm not telling anyone this. What if someone ever found out I came to this class? And all of those things. What would you say to the woman who's watching, who needs to come to New Dawn and is having all of those same feelings that we all had? How would you encourage her to go ahead and take the step and come to the class?
I would just say that I know what she feels because I hid my secret for over 40 years. And it was like a dam broke loose because Christy was the first one other than my husband that I had told. And But the difference in me now and me then is huge. And my heart is not hiding anymore. It's not full of shame anymore. It's understanding that people do make those choices in moments of pressure or moments of failure. They make those choices and they don't have to. But if we do, there's something about New Dawn that is so healing. And there's a freedom in that that you can't explain until you go through it. But I hope that you would have the courage to reach out to us and see what we mean by that.
Yes, that's right. And we do understand what you
I do
are feeling.
understand.
Yes, yes. Okay, Christy, tell us about what you do here and how did you end up here?
Well, I facilitate New Dawn. We use the curriculum Surrendering the Secret. And I had shared with some friends in the past that had done a curriculum similar. And so I thought my healing was done. And I attended some Bible studies here. And a woman came into the salon I work at and mentioned if I had ever been to New Dawn. And no, I hadn't, but I knew exactly what it was. And she said there was a new leader coming and a new group opening and that I should come. And I thought, well, I've done, a lot of that healing on my own. So I don't know. I think I'm good. And so kind of like some of these women out there. And so as I prayed about it, I just felt that little nudge from the Lord, like, you know what, maybe I have done a lot of the healing on my own, but what if there's more? What if there's more? And I describe it to the women that we get to share with that it's kind of like a surprise party that you don't know about.
Right.
Right? It's
Right.
a gift that the Lord wants to give you, and all we have to do is show up and receive.
That's right.
Because the blessing on the other side is, like Dana said, it's indescribable. There is so much freedom in it that it's attached to so many things in our past that we don't even have any idea of the shame that is held on to us that has been with us for our whole lives that falls off.
Right.
And so I just decided just to show up. And man, the first 2 weeks I thought, yeah, I know this stuff. This isn't anything I know. I'm probably here to help someone else. This isn't for me. And then by the third week, we got into some scripture and it started pointing the finger back to myself and just really taking ownership of the choices that I had made and also just knowing God's heart for me in that choice really began to let me see and open up some doors of some more healing that I needed.
Yeah.
And so just the process that we go through, it's hard to just convince somebody to get here, but it's kind of like when you can see what's on the other side for them, you just want to pick them up and put them here.
Yeah.
So I just would encourage women just to take that first step. I know it's hard to trust, especially when we have this in our past.
Yeah.
But we are a safe place and want to just walk alongside you, and they're not alone in it. We're not just teaching it, we've experienced it.
Yeah, absolutely. And something I just want to say is that if you have had an abortion, and like Christy or Dana was going to church, had a relationship with the Lord, and she had not told anyone about her abortion. I had my abortion. My dad was a youth pastor. I was a believer, and I knew that Jesus is who forgives me, and that is who forgives you. And if you've had an abortion and you've confessed and asked for forgiveness, you have been forgiven. This class isn't about you receiving forgiveness, but the word tells us in James, confess your sins one to another so that you may be healed. And something that we can ask ourselves, if there is an area that we have confessed and received forgiveness, but it is still like an open wound. If someone wants to get near it, if someone wants to see it, it causes me to shrink back, and there's still a level of trauma and pain associated with it. I may have been forgiven, but I very obviously have not received healing. And that is what New Dawn is about. And when you come and you sit in a small group with other women in your same situation, and you're able to hear, oh, well, that same thing happens to me. Maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe this is a symptom of the same sin that we have all partaken in, and that's why I feel this way. And it is, just like Christy said, a gift from God, and you will walk out of that room changed. Yeah. And I still have scars from the choices that I made in my past, but I can show them to you. And you can touch them, and we can compare and talk about the pain that was there. But it isn't that pain that I'm afraid to show anyone or that I shrink back from. It is now, let me show you what this did to me so that maybe you don't have to walk through the same kinds of things. And so please, please, if you're listening and this is something that has impacted you or someone you love, call us and you will speak to one of these two girls. That's exactly who you will get. And they can relate and understand. But they can also answer any questions that you have and get you prepared to be a part of New Dawn. So please do that today.
I did think of something else because I realized that I knew God forgave me. I went to church, and that's where I had healing in that sin. I knew He forgave me. But I struggled with the fear of man not loving me and for who I was, who I truly was. And that's what kept me hidden for so long. And I think that's what keeps so many women hidden is the fear of man.
Yeah.
And I know with Christy and I both, you can trust us with your secret. Yeah. And the women that are going to sit across from you, if you choose to go through that class, we all feel the same thing. And there is safety and a love of these women now that I can't explain that you will feel if you'll have the courage to give us a call.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, girls, what impact has Hope Choice or serving in New Dawn had on you personally?
It has deepened my own healing. As I said, it wasn't until the third week that I realized that maybe there was something in there for me. But having the opportunity to lead other women, I tell the girls this, it's really important to continue that healing. Because you're just, like you said, you're just showing that wound in the class. There's so much more afterwards that you've got to show up yourself for. Right. To continue receiving that gift of healing. So for a while, each time we had the class, I would do the homework in a different color ink. Until after several times, a couple years into it, the Lord was finally like, you're released from this. I didn't have an answer to that question anymore. Right. And so it has deepened my own healing, along with just allowing me to witness some sacred redemption.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
That is just, I ask God a lot of times to keep me in awe of Him. And this is one of the positions that I get to do that personally. And it's just helped me to be a better listener. And also to see the redemption in my own life in all the other bad choices that I've made, that He has worked it out for my good and His glory.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is something that when you said to always be in awe of God, my son tells me all the time, we should always be in awe of God, but never surprised. Yes. So to live your life with an expectation that God is going to blow me away. Because every time we show up for the party He's throwing, that's exactly what you get. He is always incredible, amazing, powerful, and faithful. So I love that. I love that. What about you, Dana?
This might be the part that gets me. It means healing, acceptance, love. And that's a place that I'm in awe to, that I would ever be sitting here talking about this and be in this place of helping women to be healed from a place I kept so secret for so long. It is, it's a testimony of what God did. And that if you'll just surrender that to Him, that He can just move in mighty ways. Hope Choice has been healing for me and a purpose for the pain in my past that I had hid for so long.
Yeah.
I have purpose with that now. And that's what Hope Choice is to me. It's purpose.
I love that. I love that because, we've been talking about our kids and our grandkids, and I have 3 children and 4 grands. And we all love to go to their things, right? And to watch them live out their purpose and watch the Lord work through them. And when I come to Hope Choice every day now for 31 years, that's my opportunity to honor my daughter, Jessica, that would turn 34 this year. And every person that we walk through New Dawn, or every pregnant woman who changes her mind, I'm like, wow, look at that purpose.
Right.
For those kids that we won't meet this side of heaven.
Right.
But man, we're in their corner. Yes. And we're making sure that their life has purpose. And same is true for your kids. So would you share the name of your aborted babies and how old would they be?
Gosh, I've got to think a second on the age.
The name of my daughter in heaven is Britley Danae, and she would be 29.
29. Wow.
I'd have to think on the age. Like, I'm talking over 40 years.
Yeah.
Uriah Allen.
Oh.
And that
I love the name Uriah.
means light.
Yeah.
And Eleora Lynn. And the Allen is after my brother. Lynn is after my best friend. But both their first names mean light.
Oh.
Because it was something so dark. And I wanted to be the opposite of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that. And I can't wait to meet them someday. Okay.
A welcoming committee.
It will be, yes. I bet, is it Britley?
Britley.
I bet she's a basketball player. Yeah. It kind of runs in your family. Okay. Do you have a scripture or prayer that you would like to speak over Hope Choice?
The one that first came to my mind, and it came to my mind right away, and I thought, wow, this is so familiar for us. And it was because it's something that we do over in New Dawn. And so I don't remember the chapter, but there's a chapter, maybe session 6, that we put the women in a chair.
Oh, gosh.
And we put their names in this prayer, and we declare this over them. And so it's not only for them, it's for Hope Choice and every servant heart here, and that's Isaiah 61, 1-3. He has sent me to comfort the brokenhearted and to proclaim that captives will be released.
Yeah.
And so not only are we showing them that their healing is here and that we are there for them, but they are going to be able, through the freedom that they get through the surrendering the secret, that they are going to be able to go out and do that for others as well.
That's right. That's right. Say that one more time.
He has sent me to comfort the brokenhearted and to proclaim that captives will be released.
Yeah. I love that.
Me too.
Very good. Very good.
Well, mine's John 1:5, because it really does capture what Hope Choice means to me. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. It not only reflects my story, but I feel like it's the heart of this ministry too.
Yeah.
Hope Choice brought light into the darkest place of my life. And I get to see that light being shared with women every time I volunteer, every time we do New Dawn. I mean, that's what we do. We share the light and the hope of Christ.
Yeah.
And so for me, that verse is so personal, and it's ministry for me.
Yeah.
And so that's the verse that I chose for Hope Choice. And my prayer is that we would, for Hope Choice, that we'd continue to shine that light to everybody that walks through our doors, and that for those women that come through the doors, that they would see that light.
Yeah.
And for the ones yet to come, especially the ones sitting in our church pews,
Yeah.
that they would have the courage to reach out to us,
Yeah.
so that they can experience that same light that you've shown us, and that God shows us that we can reflect to others. That's my prayer for the women yet to come.
That's right. That's right. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, to add to the end of that prayer, I would just ask the Lord to allow for shame to lose its grip.
Yes.
And for freedom to unfold, because for those women that are sitting in those church pews, there is still so much shame on them. So for shame just to lose its grip.
Yeah.
And they walk through the doors here and be able to sit in a class with us and trust us and feel safe, so that freedom can unfold.
That's right. That's right. And really and truly what happens at Hope Choice, whether you're there for a pregnancy test or you're there to attend New Dawn, I believe that the Lord allows the darkness to be pushed back to create that safe place so that you can hear truth that comes only from Him about who you are and about how He sees you and about His plans and purposes for you and your life. And so we want to invite you, if you have experienced an abortion, we have a group that's forming very soon. And so you can reach out to us. You can call us, 806-354-2244. If you call, if you'll ask for me, my name is Candy. I'll get the phone call, and we will put you in touch with Dana and Christy. Or if you want to reach out online, the website is hopechoice.com, and you can send an email through that website, and it will go directly to these girls, and they will reach out to you. Also, our banquet is coming up Thursday, February the 19th. This is a great opportunity for you to come and hear more about all the things that Hope Choice is doing. But also at the banquet, you would be able to find someone to let us know you want information about New Dawn. So don't miss this opportunity. It really is life-changing, and the captives will be released, just like Christy said. So we would love to hear from you today. Again, hopechoice.com or 806-354-2244. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.